Get your traffic Golf Alpha Papa taking off 34 left. Right, ready? So, airspeed's alive, 5,000 revs, right stick. Okay, we're climb at 72. .300 feet, flaps away. So there's a glider up there we need to be careful of. Turn to the left. So we're climbing at 72. Sorry, over 500 feet now, so we can talk. Okay. You can feel it's a bit bumpy because of the thermals.
Yep.
And we've got some traffic over there as well, so. Climbing at 72 still. There's quite a lot of bumps, so you should find some smooth air when we get up to about 2,000 feet. Good to your traffic Golf Alpha Papa departing the circuit to the west. Right, so now we're going to try and pick up our track. So we need to be careful of there's no hang gliders. We're going to come down into what's called a cruise climb now. It means we throttle back a bit, lower the nose a bit, but we're going to still be climbing a little bit less vigorously. We want to get over 2,000 feet because we're going to go overhead Shoreham. Happy?
Yeah, it was a bit like going up in a glider then.
Better than going up in a glider. We've got an engine. Okay, we're going to switch to Farnborough radar now.
Farnborough radar, Golf Charlie, India Charlie Charlie, for basic.
Golf Charlie, India Charlie Charlie, Farnborough radar, stand by, you number 3 waiting. And there is a station calling for a traffic service, so again your full call sign only.
Golf Bravo, 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 November.
Golf Bravo, 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 November, Farnborough radar, roger.
Farnborough radar, student Golf Bravo Hotel Alpha India, request basic service.
Golf Bravo Hotel Alpha India, Farnborough radar, stand by, you number 4 waiting.
Alright, I'm going to switch to Shoreham actually because they're very busy.
Golf Bravo, 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 November, Farnborough radar, pass message.
Hey, Golf Bravo, November, PA28 VFR South into Shoreham, tracking towards Mayfield. Stalking 7,000, looking for traffic service. But happy just to maintain basics, that's easy for you.
Golf Bravo November, I'm afraid it will be a basic service due to radar performance. We've got a radar out in the south which is stopping our performance on the south coast. So it's a basic service only, I'm afraid. Call 1742
123 155 23
1742 1026, basic service.
Right, go to Shoreham. As long as they've got traffic, ATC today. Right, so now we're going to level off now. It's about 2,400. So
What are we at? About 4,500, are we?
No, 2,500, just under.
2,500.
Yep. Well, it's very thermic today, isn't it? So we need to cruise at about 90. So we might go a bit higher actually, because we should hit some smooth air once we get up a bit. Keep climbing. 23155. I don't know whether they've got a...
Sean, this is Golf, 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 Juliet Kilo. Juliet Kilo, Sean, pass your message. Good afternoon, Robin DR400 from Headcorn to Beveridge, Isle of Wight. We'd like to route for you overhead if possible at 3,200 feet, currently KH1028. And we should be with you in about 7 minutes.
Okay, my QNH is 1025 as the radio service today, but I have no other traffic reported crossing at 2,200.
I just understood the 1025, I'll call you overhead at at 2,200 feet, so Golf Julie Kilo.
So much. Whilst you're with me, would you squawk 3763?
Squawk 3763, Golf Julie Kilo.
I have 2 aircraft known as you approach the field.
Who are you in contact with at the moment, Dave?
No one, I haven't spoken to them yet, but I'm going to in a second. So there's someone coming behind us at 2,200, so but we're going to go over at 3,000. So I'm just going to call him and tell him what we're doing. Sure, on radio, Golf Charlie Delta Alpha Papa.
Golf Charlie Delta Alpha Papa.
Golf Charlie Delta Alpha Papa, Eurostar Microlight. We're currently overhead, or just north of Saltine, routing westbound at 3,000 feet. We'll be routed via overhead on route to Sandown.
Okay, thank you. And QNH is 1025. Are you squawking?
7,000 at the moment.
Okay, whilst you're with me, would you squawk 3763? And I have no traffic reported to affect you crossing at westbound at 3,000 feet.
Squawk 3763, QNH 1025, acknowledged, Golf Alpha Papa. Right, so he said switch on to, even though he's a radio, but we just put 3763, which means that people could see that we're talking to him.
Right, okay.
Right. Now we're 3,100. Just that he knows, the person that's coming up behind us knows that we're there now as well.
Yep.
But because he's a radio service, he can't actually do anything. He can't give us a basic service, we're just telling him that we're here. And he can tell other people that we're here.
Radio, Golf Whiskey Bravo.
Okay.
Golf Whiskey Bravo.
So look, so now there's
Just so you know, we'll be staying
traffic
within the region
down
of
there,
Marina and the ATZ at Stin local manoeuvring. Golf Whiskey Bravo.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Well, you'll probably hear aircraft as they call up, but just keep an eye on the coast. I've got 2 westbound at the moment, one at 2,200 and one at 3,000.
Roger that. Golf Whiskey Bravo.
So there is someone coming down there somewhere, about 700 feet below us. They're actually crossing that way now. Can't see them. Right, so we're cruising at 90. We're a lot smoother up here now, as you can see. We're above the kind of thermals. Right up here.
Yeah. What height are we?
3,100, so we're just creeping up. So
okay.
I'm just going to pull back the throttle a bit because we're climbing a little bit. The ceiling here is 5,500, so we've got plenty of room. And we want to cross the Solent relatively high anyway. The reason you keep hearing that kind of is because your window's open.
Oh.
So keep it open if you want, that's fine. But that's the reason when we're not talking, it's making that funny noise. Just push it, slide it that way. That's a bit quieter now as well. Okay, so happy?
I'm very happy, yes, yeah. Wonderful vision. Where did that little one below us go out? Oh, wait.
Oh, over there somewhere, I don't know. He's behind us now. But... So we try and keep it about 3,100, only because if you go sort of 3,000, some people stick on the sort of even numbers. It gives us a bit of a separation.
Is that a load of rubbish going out into the sea?
That does look like sewage, doesn't it? So yeah, so you've got a bit of shade there now, actually. That's good. Get a bit of air in. Right, so...
Oh, that's nice.
So controls, right?
Yep.
You can see we're starting to dip down a bit. That's because it's not trimmed. So I put the trim back a bit.
Yeah.
And basically it's the trim that's keeping us level, and I can steer actually, look, with my feet.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
See, the speed's crept up now, but if I leave it, it'll then come back to the speed it's trimmed back in a minute.
Okay.
So it's actually trimmed for 100. So what I'll do is I'll trim it back a little bit. And what it'll do is, you see the nose has come up now?
Yep.
And it'll try and get back to that speed. And so now we're slowing down a bit, so in a minute it'll dip down. So it's actually very stable with speed. So now we're trimmed a bit too high, so I'll trim it forward a bit. We want to cruise about 90 miles an hour. I'll take a picture of that. Right, Right, so it's saying, I've just got a traffic warning come through. Sorry, can I turn that up a bit? Volume. So there's traffic over there. So if you can look out the right-hand side,
Okay.
it's about, there it is. Can you see it? Just off our wingtip.
Yeah.
There's a white aircraft about 1,000 feet below us, yeah?
Heading in the same direction, yeah?
Yeah, so they're probably going into land at Shoreham.
I was going to say, he looks pretty low, doesn't he? Yeah.
Now we can go over Shoreham because we're above 2,000 feet. So on here, you see there's that red rectangle, you probably can't see it.
No.
We can't go into their zone without talking to them, otherwise I get points on my license.
But you can fly over.
But I can fly over at this height because we're up at 3,000 feet, so that's fine. I've got a traffic warning at 2 o'clock, which is probably that guy below.
The big one up there.
Oh yeah, that's in the controlled airspace. Right, so he's 500 feet below us, and he's basically going into land at Shoreham.
Shoreham must be under your nose, yes?
Yeah, hang on. Yeah, so it just keeps picking up that guy below us.
Yeah.
There's another jet over there, you can see in the distance. But I've got to do a Frida check now, so this is a reminder that comes up. So fuel, fine. Radio, we're talking to Shoreham. Engine, T's and P's, all looking good. I've still got my fuel pump on, I could turn that off or I could leave it on. Might as well leave it on.
Shoreham, this is Golf Bravo, Foxtrot, Sierra Yankee.
Golf Bravo, Foxtrot, Sierra
direction,
Yankee.
we're heading west. Altitude 3,100 at 1025.
PA28 is now returning to Goodwood, and I'll be passing north of your field at 3,200 feet on 1025.
Yes, thank you. 1025 I'm on. No reported traffic to affect you crossing north of beam 3,200.
The white one's over to our left down at about 4 o'clock.
Copy that. Golf Sierra Yankee.
Right, sorry.
Yeah, so he's obviously not landing because we're...
Passed overhead 2,000.
Oh, actually, no, he's...
All changing frequency to the west.
He's going
Okay,
cross...
thank you, Juliet Killer. Just one traffic known to me at this time, VFR.
So he's going crosswind, then he's going to go downwind. He'll go out over the sea, and then he's landing that direction on 02.
Okay,
So
right.
that's what he's doing.
So he's going to swing round underneath.
Yep. They'll be turning left in a minute. Okay, so let's cancel the Frida check. So that's all good.
I can see our shadow as well.
Can you? So this is Worthing Pier. So if we have an engine failure, you see there's loads of fields, we're landing in that direction, all right?
Okay.
So we've got to keep an eye out just to make sure. Got another traffic warning, so there's someone ahead of us. Right, what I'm going to do now is go onto the microlight channel, which I can't remember the frequency, so I'll do it off MEM. 2, 3, 4. 29835. Is that right? I'll put it on dual watch now. Pulls that up. Sure, 123155. 3. Right, so we're now picking up the microlight channel. So 129835. That's right. Ninja, are you on frequency? No, he's not on frequency. Right, so now I've got dual watch. I'm actually listening on 2 frequencies, but I'm only transmitting on the microlight frequency.
Okay.
So, Ninja, are you on frequency? no good today because of the atmospherics. Right, so I keep getting a traffic warning from someone down there.
Yes, around about
oh,
2
I see
o'clock.
that. Yeah. So they're quite a lot lower than us.
Yes, a lot lower.
I think that's the one that's heading back to Goodwood.
Short radio, Golf Whiskey Bravo.
Right, so now we need to go. We've got to avoid this red area here.
Channels, looking to do an overhead rejoin.
Oh, right, okay. And one traffic crossing at 3000, you may see him, he's westbound. And it's 02, left-hand circuit, QFE 1025.
Okay, Whiskey Bravo, we'll report overhead.
So we've got to avoid this area here.
Housing, yeah.
No, there's some exercises scheduled, it says.
Golf Bravo, Bravo, Yankee Bravo. They're very busy.
Good morning, sir, push message.
Yankee Bravo, Piper Cup at Perrier, got 2 persons on board. Requesting airfield data, would like to taxi for a departure to the west, and we'd like to use the grass.
Excellent, thank you. It's 02 grass then. Surface wind 06 at 0 degrees, 9 knots, and QNH 1025.
Runway 02 grass and 1025 to QNH, Golf Yankee Bravo.
I guess now we're sort of over the sea, which is a bit cooler. We're probably at that transition point, so it might get a bit turbulent. But we're gonna, because we're very high, we've got plenty of glide range. So we're just gonna head out, because basically if we head to see Selsey Bill, so we go directly over Selsey Bill, then the Isle of Wight's the other side of that. So it's kind of most direct route. Normally I go a bit inland, but...
Thank you for the call. Bye-bye.
Thank you for your help. Bye-bye. Golf Whiskey Bravo, overhead 2,000 feet at descending dead side to join.
Whiskey Bravo, roger. Circuit is clear.
Whiskey Bravo.
Climb a bit. That's Littlehampton down there.
Bravo, November inbound.
Golf Bravo, November, Shore Radio. Good afternoon. It's landing runway 02 on a left-hand circuit. QFE and QNH is 1025.
02 left hand, 1025.
It's great, this, isn't it?
Yeah, so can you see Butlins up there?
Sorry?
See Butlins, the little white
Oh, that's
tents?
Butlins, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you. And would you squawk now 3763?
I've never gone this far west quite so quickly.
Just got one traffic in the overhead descending, so you'll be behind him. He's well ahead.
That's copy, Golf Bravo number. Yankee Bravo is ready.
Yankee Bravo, no traffic to affect departure, runway 02 grass, surface wind 040 degrees, 10 knots.
Right, can you just hang on to the stick for a sec? Just very gently. Don't move it, that's it.
And go to the Kelly 4, clear to the west now to Goodwood on 122.455. Thanks for your help. That's cool.
Okay, I got it.
Thank you, Juliet Kilo. Appreciate the call. Bye-bye.
Right, so we just got to avoid this area here where there's some exercise. I think they're doing some kind of floodlight testing or searchlight testing or something. Now, Goodwood is there somewhere.
Yep.
I don't know whether we can see it.
Golf Whiskey Bravo downwind to land runway 02.
Whiskey Bravo, road circuit's clear.
Roger, Golf Whiskey Bravo.
Interesting to see the sea defences as well.
Yeah, so this is where Smudge lives actually. Around here by those sea defences. We've just got to skirt around the edge of this danger area, or this restricted area.
Yeah, it's really nice. I'm at 2.9 now and it's much smoother. I don't know what you two are at.
Someone on the microlight channel. So I think we might go and switch to Goodwood in a second. Pop that back over there. Goodwood is...
Short radio, Golf Echo, Kilo, Kilo, Lima, inbound.
Golf Echo, Kilo, Kilo, Lima, short radio, good afternoon. It's landing runway 02, left hand.
2455.
QFE and QNH 1025.
1025, and I'd like to join left base onto 02, Golf Kilo Lima.
Thank you.
2455.
Walk again, 3763.
3763, Golf Kilo Lima. Stop on November, turning to final 02.
Bravo November, Roger, one ahead of you.
Looking no problem, November.
Go out here a little bit further.
Sure, Golf Alpha Alpha is just overhead standing, routing to Brighton, just for your information.
Thank you for that.
I see we're quite thermal, so we've actually dropped quite a bit now. So we're kind of doing a little bit of that just because of the...
AFAM, Whiskey Bravo.
Thank you. Surface wind 010 degrees, 9 knots.
I'm just going to tell him I'm going to switch to Goodwood.
Golf Bravo November's doing 1 right hand orbit.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Golf Alpha Papa, I'm going to switch to Goodwood now, leaving your area. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Alpha Papa. Thanks for the call. 122455. Bye-bye now.
Oh, thank you, Golf Alpha Papa. So we're going to switch back to 7,000. And we're going to go on to 122455, which is now Goodwood. And we're listening for a second, and then we're going to ask them for basic service. Although maybe we won't, because they're not very good reception. You know, on a day like today, the radios just don't work as well as when it's not murky. Right, we've dropped a bit, so I'm going to climb again. So we're past the area now, so we're going to go overhead to Selsey.
Golf Kilo, we're 5 miles from the airport.
I wonder if I can get onto Sandown, actually. They might be able to hear us. 119280. 9. Okay, there's someone there, look. Just to our right.
Tango Delta Delta, Sandown ready, good afternoon. 05 left hand QFE 102.
And there's someone in front of us.
1026, Golf Delta Delta.
Delta Delta, you staying?
Okay, there's someone there, look.
2989, Mike. I think I'm visible on downwind. I'll just come in behind.
You see them?
Yep.
89 Mike, Roger. Break Golf Sierra Yankee, is that you downwind?
Just downwind now.
Sierra Yankee, Roger, report final.
Report final, Golf Sierra Yankee.
Holly Juliet Tango Echo.
89 Mike, report final behind that other.
Wilco, November 89 Mike. Golf uniform Sierra, ready for immediate departure.
What's he doing? I think we're going to go...
Sierra, runway 06, take off at your discretion, 040 degrees 07.
06, taking off Golf uniform Sierra.
I don't know what he's doing.
One ahead of us, yeah? 1 o'clock.
Yeah. I'm worried about this guy here. Can you see him? Down there. Yeah, okay, I've got him. That guy's definitely going that way now, isn't he? Yeah, so we're behind him. I don't know quite what he was doing, but it was now heading away from us, I think.
Golf Charlie Charlie, downwind 05.
Golf Charlie Charlie, Roger.
Right, I'm going to go on to Sandown now. Right, so we're going to...
Lima downwind 06.
So now we're on 119280, which is Sandown.
Okay.
Okay, so we're...
Guy ahead at more or less 12 o'clock. What? I mean, is he going out?
Downwind
Yeah, he's heading away from us. I think he's a twin prop, so he's probably quite a lot faster than us.
November 8.
I don't quite know what he's doing. He's doing some kind of orbit for some reason.
2 on ahead, looks like he's just turning left base now.
Yep, that's what I got as well, and report on final.
Okay, that's great.
So we're going to cross the Solent now, so we're nice and high.
Golf Charlie Charlie, departing circuit to the southwest. We'll call on rejoin.
Charlie Charlie.
we're about 10 minutes out, and they said call in about 5 minutes out. So he's turning to the right now.
Echo, 5 holes are ready for departure.
Golf Tango Echo, roger, nothing to affect, sir. Surface wind 030 degrees, 6 knots.
Golf Whiskey Bravo Lima Yankee is downwind left 405.
Lima Yankee, roger.
November 89 Mike, I see one behind me now, just turning crosswind, looks like one just also.
Golf Delta Sierra is approaching the downwind, joins the 05 left.
Golf Delta Sierra, roger.
November 89 Mike.
I don't quite know what he's doing.
Looks like he's coming round again, doesn't it?
Radio, Golf Bravo Zulu Hotel Golf. Joining from the north, I have QFE 1026 and 05 left hand.
Going Golf Golf Lima.
Bravo Zulu Hotel Golf, Sandown Radio, details are correct. You staying the night?
No, we'll be departing this evening.
Thank you.
To Farnborough on 133.
Right, he's heading back the other way now. He's on a bit of a scenic flight. Right, so we're going to start thinking about the approach. So it's 05, and we're going to join overhead. This now tells us
Golf Delta Sierra is downwind.
what we're doing.
05 left.
Golf Delta Sierra, roger, one ahead.
Sound too busy, which is good. So we do a Frida check now. So fuel, good. Radio, we're on Sandown radio. Engine is looking fine. Direction, we're heading west. Altitude, we're at 3,200.
Golf Lima Yankee, roger. Surface wind 060
So
degrees.
when we join, we're going to join. Basically, it's a left-hand circuit, so we'll come in from the north and we'll corkscrew down, okay?
Okay.
So we'll give them a call in a minute because we're about 5 minutes out. I'll tell you when we're going to do that. Traffic at 4 o'clock. So there's another one coming in there, another one at Spinnaker Town.
Delta Sierra, roger, one ahead, similar time.
Where that guy went behind. Right, so we've got a couple of inbounds there. So there's a few around here, but I think they're
Golf Lima Yankee, one to Sandown first, convenient right, sir.
a bit lower than us. So we're going to start descending in a minute, and I'll call in.
Golf Delta Sierra, roger, one on just vacated, surface wind 060 degrees, 8 knots.
So it's almost straight down the runway at 8 knots. We're landing on 05 and it's at 06, so hopefully that'll be nice and easy. I'm going to call in. Where are we? South of Portsmouth. Actually, I'll call in when we're over.
Sandown Radio, good afternoon. Golf Sierra Charlie 1 Golf. C42 inbound from the north, request airfield information.
Golf Sierra Charlie Mike Golf, Sandown Radio, good afternoon. We're using 05 left hand, QFE 1026.
1026, 05 left hand, Golf Sierra Charlie Mike Golf.
Golf Mike Golf, you staying the night?
1026.
Thank you.
So now this is on QFE, which is the against the airfield data.
Okay.
Sandown Radio, Golf Charlie Delta Alpha Papa inbound from the northeast.
Golf Charlie Delta Alpha Papa Sandown Radio, good afternoon. Join 05 left hand, QFE 1026.
Join 05 left hand 1026. We'll be joining overhead.
Delta Sierra, just right again along the southern taxiway, please.
So because we're quite high, we could either dive down and go in on a downwind, but we'll go overhead, corkscrew down, which is, you know, it's the safest approach is to go in.
Yeah.
The safest join, I should say.
Golf Charlie down to Alpha Papa Sandown, you staying the night?
Negative, we'll be leaving mid-afternoon.
Thank you. Golf Tango Echoes now.
Right, so we throttle back now. So we're still going 90, but we're going downhill. So Bembridge, you can probably see the runway for Bembridge there. Going that left or right?
Yeah.
So this is Bembridge Village and the nice beaches. And we've got another person there, over there somewhere. But we're gonna level off at 2,000, and then we're gonna call overhead and descending dead. So Sandown, you can just about see it. It's about 11 o'clock. It goes that direction, just to the right of Sandown town. See it?
Yep.
So a couple of white buildings where we're going. But we're still very high because we need to join overhead at 2,000 feet. So we've got to come down another sort of 500 feet by the time we get there.
Go joining the circuit, downwind, left hand 05.
Golf Mike Golf Roger.
We go over that way, and then we're going to go out over the bay.
Yep.
Then we're going to come crosswind, downwind, base.
Okay.
Final. Okay. So we've got fuel pump on. I've got to do some checks in a minute.
Yep.
It's a sterile cockpit from when we turn on to final. The last bit is normally a bit bumpy over the trees, just to warn you.
Delta Sierra, still taxiing, not staying, but past. Understood.
So we want to get down to 2,000. Going between, I don't know if you can see the tablet, but they ask us not to overfly the villages, it's a bit noisy, so we're going through a gap.
Yeah.
Going to level out in a second, 2,000, then we're going to go overhead. And so we put the throttle back up now. So really keep your eyes open for any traffic.
Yep.
I think we're okay, there doesn't seem to be too busy. Going to put, sorry.
Golf, overhead, descending dead side for 05 left hand.
So somebody else is doing an overhead now, so you probably see him over the head.
Call sign, please, sir.
Golf, Hotel Golf. Golf Bravo Zulu Hotel Golf.
So they're joining, they're overhead at the moment.
Golf Bravo Zulu Hotel Golf, Roger, thank you.
So, should be at the same level as us, but they're going to start descending over the bay. So, we're at 2,000 feet, which is correct. Can't see them over there, but it's a bit hazy, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to put my landing light on now. We're about to join. And then once we're on downwind, I've got to do my downwind checks, which I'll rattle off. So can you see the airfield now?
Yep. We're still going to go out around the bay and come back in that way, yeah?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, I think we're just too high, because by the time you come down over the solar, it's just easier to corkscrew down over the area.
Sure.
And it is the safest way.
Golf, downwind 05.
So there should be someone down over there somewhere.
Golf Delta final 05. Golf Delta Roger, nothing to affect, that's wind 060 degrees 10 knots.
On
the actual on the grass? On the grass, please, sir. On the grass, Golf Delta Delta.
Yeah, I can see them.
Just in the distance. The right ascent line on the grass, the astroturf is uncertain as well.
Golf Mike Golf final 05.
Golf Mike Golf Roger, one ahead.
Can't see that other person that's joined overhead. Right, so we're at 2,000 feet, which we should be. We go over the corkscrewing down, so we go, basically, we always keep the airfield on our left, basically, because it's a left-hand circuit.
You have to talk to the controller again?
I'll just give a positional update. Yeah, it's a radio service, so they can't
First convenient right, sir.
actually tell you to do anything. Turn.
Golf Eldridge.
There's someone coming
Go to right again and
crosswind, but I can't see them.
Roger, Golf Eldridge.
Golf Mike Golf, runway vacated, surface wind 090 degrees, 10 knots.
Golf Alpha Papa overhead, descending dead side.
Golf Alpha Papa, Roger.
Right, so now we've got to come down. We come down about half the way we want to do it, and then we turn left and we go back over those numbers.
Golf Hotel Golf, final 05.
Someone just on final.
Golf Mike Golf, first convenient right. Golf Hotel Golf, Roger, 1 on vacating.
1,000 feet.
Mike Golf, vacating the runway.
Golf Mike Golf, thank you. Braking transmission, Golf Hotel Golf, runway vacated, surface wind 0605. Golf Mike Golf, next right.
Yeah, Roger, we're just staying for the day.
Understood.
Right, so now we go back over those numbers. Call crosswind when we're over the numbers.
Touchdown, good afternoon. Golf X-ray Bravo Alpha Lima inbound. Requesting airfield information.
Golf X-ray Bravo Alpha Lima, Sandown Radio, join runway 05, left-hand QFE 1026.
05, left-hand 1026, Golf Alpha Lima.
Right. We'll crosswind in a second.
Take it off.
Golf Hotel Golf, welcome
And-
to down, next convenient right, please.
Will go.
Golf Alpha Papa crosswind 05.
Roger.
That just tells them that we're overhead the runway. Now we've got to look that way to see if there's anybody joining downwind, which doesn't look like there is. I can't see anyone.
Sundown Radio, this is Golf Charlie, India, Uniform Golf, Eurofox in your parking area. Just preferring to leave, so I'm going to go to the hold of 05 and wait your departure instructions.
Golf Charlie in the Uniform Golf, Sandown Radio, Roger, taxi 05, left-hand QFE 1026.
026, 05 runway, taxi into the hold of runway 05.
It's all the trees that make it so bumpy.
Golf.
Golf Hotel Golf, after the